Switch to Martin. Now Guido.
That's it long range. He's got it. This first in a Loyal jersey. 1-0 San Diego.
Stadium in San Diego. It has been a sellout the last few days. Loyal SC ready to kick off this season.
Drew actually got a hand on it, and this one will go high and up it is! One more time!
Torero Stadium in San Diego. Professional soccer has finally arrived.
And with that, we welcome you into Matchday Live. We are live in El Cajon, Pressbox Sports Lounge. That is the site tonight. Coming up at 7 o'clock, it is San Diego Loyal on the road, taking on Oakland Roots. Good evening, everybody. I am Darren Smith. This is not Jordan Caruth. This is Jack Cronin, everybody, who we have convinced to leave the broadcast booth to come hang out with us here on Matchday Live. Jack Cronin, we do a radio show together. It's great to see you in person.
How about this?
Thanks for joining.
This is fantastic. Thank you for having me. Thanks for Jordan for the opportunity here tonight. This is a huge one. Huge 3 points here, as they all are, with just 8 left to go.
And thank you to Shannon McMillan as well, Hall of Famer Shannon McMillan, for allowing Jack to come out here and to slum it around the Matchday Live show, where we get to chill, we get to wear t-shirts and scarves, we get to have fun, we get to hang out with supporters, we get to drink beers, we get to eat food. If you haven't been to Pressbox Sports Lounge here in El Cajon on Hamishaw, you should. They offer 75-cent wings tonight and half-price bottles of wine, I'm told. Now, I don't know that those two things necessarily go well together, but hey, half price and 75-cent wings, Jack, I think we can do a number on the menu here tonight between now and the end of the match coming up a little later on this evening.
I think we'll be okay. We'll find a way to make it work. We'll twist some arms around here, and we'll get some people to do some wings. It'll be just fine.
Yeah, we've got a whole outdoor space here, so if you're anywhere close in the area, if you want to come by kickoff, coming up at 7 o'clock on Your View, ESPN Plus, Azteca America 33, please do come by. We will be here for the next 30 minutes previewing the match. San Diego Loyal back in a place they were just a couple of weeks ago. In Oakland, though, in a completely different actual ground than they were last time the two sides squared off in the Bay Area. Matchday Live is presented by Rocket League, and let's get to what's on tap here on a Wednesday night. We know this is the second match in the span of 7 days for San Diego Loyal. They had previously won at home this past weekend, 1-0. They're back on the road here tonight, and then another matchup coming against Las Vegas Lights. Also tonight, an interesting night in the Pacific Division, as Tacoma is going to be hosting Sacramento Republic. We'll explain all that coming up here in a little bit as it relates to the standings. But Jack, you just said it. This is a huge one because San Diego Loyal sitting second on the table. We know that Oakland is just outside looking in. By the end of the night, technically, they could be level on points and in a playoff position, which is not something we would have predicted the way the season started for them. But that's their deal. Our deal is San Diego Loyal at the three-quarter way mark of the season now, 75% of the way into the season, solidifying an already pretty solid playoff position with 8 left to play.
That was why those 3 points last time out were so big for San Diego. You're right. With just 8 of 32 remaining, San Diego right now is in the driver's seat not only for a playoff spot, but also for a chance maybe to host. Those are two enormous motivations for 3 points here tonight, or one on the road, or whatever it ends up being for San Diego. But yes, Oakland has the same kind of motivation. They too could pull even for a playoff spot if they were to get a result tonight. So San Diego fighting for a playoff seed, a hosting position, or just keeping that playoff spot in number 2 right now.
And I'm sure Landon Donovan, Nate Miller, the entire coaching staff, I'm sure that as much as you feel comfortable where you are in the Pacific Division standings, and we can take a look at the Pacific Division standings, you'll see that Phoenix Rising, of course, sitting on top, San Diego Loyal sitting in second, 37 points, Orange County 34, Tacoma tonight, again, in action against Sacramento, 30 in current possession of that final playoff spot. Nothing is guaranteed at this point. So I'm sure Landon's saying, hey guys, yeah, we can be thinking about playoff positioning, hosting playoff games. We can explain the way the playoff system works, the Pacific Division, the Mountain Division, et cetera. But I'm sure he's just like, hey, let's just keep going. We've won 3 out of 4. The one time we didn't win over the last 4 matches was a draw, at Oakland a couple of matches ago, I should say. So I'm sure he's saying, hey, eye on the prize, let's just keep playing well, let that stuff sort itself out sometime between now and the end of the regular season.
That's a great point, because Oakland is not the team that started this year. They're not playing at the same facilities, they're not playing the same way. They are on a rocket ship up the standings, and it's a dangerous opponent. So you're right, none of that can factor in. All you're looking for are points on the road if you're San Diego. And furthermore, this is the second match of 3 in 7 days for Loyal. So it's an important one, but you're going to do something a little different because you're trying to roster manage as well if you're Landon Donovan. Not only are you fighting to keep that playoff spot, but you're trying to manage the rest of these 8 matches, which are important in a very short window.
Yeah, coming up later on match day, we'll show you the starting 11. And I don't know that there's anything all that dramatic, but there are some noteworthy decisions that have been made by Landon Donovan, to Jack's point, because you are playing 3 times in a week and you would expect there to be rotation, especially midweek away. Also, the first of 3 consecutive matches being played outside of Torero Stadium. And, the record away from Torero Stadium, I don't think is bad necessarily, but it's about what you would expect. 3 wins, 3 draws, 5 losses. More losses than wins and draws. But being able to pick up points here away tonight, the opportunity to pick up 3 points to get you to 40, Jack, is certainly enticing. I never made that mistake on the radio, by the way. But that certainly is enticing to give yourself a little bit of separation, because like you said, looking at the standings and looking at the table in the Pacific Division, there's a lot of teams that are bunched up from about 3 till 6 or 7. So there's no telling how this is all going to shake out. But you won't have to worry about it. You can fly above that if you figure out a way to stack a couple of points here, 3 points, a point here tonight. You can sort of fly above that sort of stuff.
That's why these last 3 points that San Diego got against Tacoma, 3 huge points, a tiny bit of separation to that point. And then again here tonight, you get 1, you get 3 on the road. What are you looking to get? Anything helps that cushion for San Diego. Now, to be fair about that road record, 4 of those 5 losses were those first 4 matches of the year. That seems like a lifetime ago for San Diego. A much different squad, but a scoreless draw on the road last time out against Oakland. A dangerous, dangerous opponent here tonight.
That's an interesting point, because when you think about 3 wins, 3 draws, 5 losses, that 4 of them came in the first 4 matches
Incredible.
Of the 2021 season. I don't even remember that portion of the season. Who was even on that team? There were so many changes that have been made from then to now. I know that's not the way you look at it.
Sure.
But for the purposes of Matchday Live, Jack, I think that's an interesting way of looking at it. Since the dreaded start where we thought, man, what is happening here? Is this going to sort itself through? 3 wins, 3 draws, and just a single loss away outside of Torero Stadium. So, yeah, I think that would make you feel better, certainly about the way you're playing. Now, this is going to be a little bit different, because a couple of Saturdays ago, San Diego Loyal did go, they did travel, they did play at Oakland Roots, and they played at Laney College, which is a turf field. Landon Donovan joined us on Matchday Live following and said it was pretty terrible. No excuses, scoreless draw. I thought Loyal a bit unlucky. I thought they were the more aggressive side. I thought that they were the bolder side. They certainly took it to Oakland. Oakland has had 5 clean sheets thus far in the season. But tonight it's going to be different. Anything that they learned last time at Laney College is going to be different, because they're playing about an hour outside of Oakland tonight. There's a conflict at Laney College. So Loyal and Roots are going to be playing in a part of the Bay Area. Jack, I defer to you, because I'm not sure where we're going tonight. It is Livermore, California. Tell us all about it.
We're going east of the East Bay. We're going to Las Positas College tonight for San Diego and Oakland Roots. So they're going outside of their normal venue, going east. You're basically taking the 580 and going east of the East Bay to try and get to Las Positas. That's where we're playing here tonight for San Diego. So a new venue for both sides there. And there have been some, we talked about the field issues early on. That's the growing pains of a franchise for Oakland. But they've been able to overcome all of those things. They are put themselves in a position tonight with a result to be in a playoff spot. That's how well they have played since the struggles in the early part of the season.
All right, we have a lot coming up here on Matchday Live. We are in El Cajon, although nobody around here seems to remember this is El Cajon. People think it's Rancho San Diego. People think it's close to Jamul. We're at Press Box Sports Lounge, 75-cent wings. Supporters are en route. We're told that the drums are stuck in some rush hour traffic.
Yes.
We've already seen the locals. We've seen some chavos rolling on through, some friends, some familiar faces. We've got members of San Diego Loyal who are here. Stay with us. We're here on Matchday Live on the SD Loyal YouTube page and on Facebook. We'll be here till 7 o'clock. We'll get you to kickoff. We'll get you a starting 11 coming up. We're going to get you our pick to kick standings coming up. This is Jack Cronin, everybody. Jack, who you normally see in a button-down shirt and a sports coat, hanging out at a Hall of Famer. He's hanging out with us here tonight on Matchday Live. Stick around. We're back after this.
Your summer starts here. With big savings on a new Toyota, you can go out and do all the things that make summer the best time of the year. But don't miss out on all the fun. See your Toyota dealer and catch a great deal today.
Right now, drive home a stylish new Corolla with a low $199 a month lease. Or you can save big with $1,500 factory cash back.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
At Chosen Foods, we are inspired by the vibrant culinary lifestyle of the Baja Med and, of course, by avocados. From our flagship avocado oil to our family of dressings, mayos, simmer sauces, and guacamoles, the versatility of all Chosen Foods avocado-based products offer you the freedom to be both healthy and creative in the kitchen. Join us in the sun-drenched utopia of Chosen Foods, the avocado. Celebrate it.
During this pandemic, many families are worried about visiting healthcare facilities. I'm Dr. Gail Knight, Rady Children's Senior Vice President and Chief Medical Officer. I'd like to share with you the advice that I give my own family and friends. The best thing that you can do to keep your child healthy is to continue to keep routine appointments like vaccinations and regular checkups. This keeps you, your child, and our community as protected as possible. We are always open, we are here for you, and we are safe.
It's time to get moving with the financial partner that's here for your journey. From small steps to big milestones, USE Credit Union is here for you. With tools to help you bank fast, solutions to help you go far, and a team of dream makers that's ready to help you step forward with confidence. USE Credit Union.
All right, welcome back. It is Matchday Live. Darren Smith alongside Jack Cronin. We are in El Cajon tonight. Press Box Sports Lounge. That's where we're watching the official watch party for San Diego Loyal. Playing away, playing at Oakland Roots. It is second in the Pacific Division, taking on fifth in the Pacific Division. Two clubs with postseason aspirations. The shop, that's where you can go and you can find all the latest Loyal gear. You can buy the newest gear, including kits, the Adidas collection, some unique designs that you just can't find, Jack, anywhere else. Shop online today at theshop.sdloyal.com or visit the shop in Mission Valley. So now that we have a couple of minutes, tell us all what it's like working with Shannon McMillan.
It is one of the great honors of my broadcasting career, and I know I don't say that as a joke. I mean, that is absolutely true. She is so calm and so knowledgeable and so positive. To work with her, I'm telling you, it's a huge honor for me to just sit there and learn. I always try and learn from people that I work with and let them just, let them set them up and let them go. But to learn everything from her has been fantastic. I could not have asked for a better partner.
Oh man, so great seeing you guys come in. So great to be colleagues with you. Do enjoy, by the way, looking at the Pick the Kick standings, which we'll get to coming up in segment number 3. Still plenty of ground to come as we're at the 3-quarter mark way. It's hard to believe also too that we are literally at the 3-quarter mark of the season. 75% of the season, Jack, is in the rearview mirror. This is match day 25 tonight, coming up here at 7 o'clock. It's been quite a roller coaster from your point earlier, the way the season started, where we are now. We'll get into the starting 11 here momentarily. But man, it's like this is the home stretch.
When you mentioned that right before we came on the air, Darren goes, hey, we've played 75% of the season. And I had to step back. It just hadn't struck me yet that we only have 8 left to go out of 32. 75% in the books right now for San Diego. That means every one of these matches is somehow connected to your playoff seeding. Every one of these matches is perhaps determining if you're going to play a home match in the postseason. And they're all, I think only one of the 8 left is outside of the Pacific.
New Mexico.
That is how important these last 8 are. And so, yeah, I mean, it seems like it's been a while since that 0-4 start. It seems like a lifetime ago, but these are so important right now.
And, you know, this point, I think, is one also that the players, the coaching staff, everybody is chasing.
Yeah.
There's no more Phoenix Rising. So, you know, there's only clubs chasing you in the Pacific Division left. A couple of more against Oakland. Sacramento, we'll see them on the schedule. Orange County, a huge one coming up here in a little bit.
Yeah.
But it has taken on, it has transformed from the proverbial hunters to the hunted, given where Loyal is on the table right now with 37 points. Everybody knows these 6-point swings, you have an opportunity to go at somebody who's sitting ahead of you in the Pacific Division.
And nobody knows that more than Oakland right now, because their 3 points, if they are to get that tonight, means they're in a playoff spot. That Orange County game, huge for the tiebreaker later on. Oakland right now, they're battling for a playoff spot. You've got LA, you've got Vegas on this 3-game road swing for San Diego. So all of those are incredibly important with 8 left to go.
Yep, Oakland tonight, Las Vegas coming up on Saturday. Kickoff coming your way, 7 o'clock. Matchday Live, he's Jack Cronin, I'm Darren Smith. 7 o'clock, Your View, Cox Channel 4 in San Diego, ESPN Plus, and Azteca America 33. Let's take a look at the starting 11 tonight, Antonio, because you will see a little bit of rotation as you see Austin Guerrero, back-to-back clean sheets. There's a lot of clean automobiles around San Diego, courtesy of Austin Guerrero, as he has gone back-to-back 4 clean sheets thus far on the season. Talk about how long the season has been. He has elevated himself to goalkeeper number 1. Oakland Roots have yet to score against Austin Guerrero, but Jack, what else do we notice here in the starting 11 tonight? You will see some regulars who are not there, who are part of the 18, who are part of the travel squad, but not in the starting 11 tonight.
Again, for Landon Donovan and Loyal, this is the middle match, the second of 3 in 7 days. Just had a big win, still going to stay on the road after this. So what Landon is doing here is he's resting 3 starters tonight. Charlie Adams, Josh Yarrow, and Augustine Williams are getting a rest here tonight. 2 of them, Adams and Yarrow, are your top 2 leaders in minutes played this year for San Diego. They are getting a breather. They're in the 18. They could come on later in the match, but those 3 are getting a rest here tonight. And
you and I were talking about Josh Yarrow. We had an opportunity to interview him on Matchday Live last week. He was the man of the match. Been one of the unsung heroes. Unsung no more now that he's starting to get the recognition, not only as the man of the match, but also recognized by the league this week. League honors for Josh Yarrow. But Landon had a plan.
Yeah.
I'm sure he thought about it for a hot second and said, wow, geez, he's had such a great run. But I think it's more important to preserve guys here, not only for the road trip, not only for 3 consecutive playing outside of Torero Stadium, but for this playoff push over the remaining 8.
That's exactly right. I mean, you could make a case that Josh Yarrow's been the MVP of this club this year, starting center back for San Diego. But again, Adams played over 2,000 minutes. Yarrow's played over 1,700 this year for San Diego. Those are your top 2 in minutes. This is an opportunity to rest them in the middle part of what is a 3-game road trip and 3 in 7 days. So that's why those 2 are out of the lineup, but they are available later on.
Yeah, Charlie Adams not only leading the club in minutes, also consecutive starts at 17.
That's
this
right.
is only the 3rd time that he's not started, been in the starting 11 for San Diego Loyal. For what it's worth, we will see Grant Stoneman wearing the captain's armband here tonight. Callum Montgomery, sort of overlooked last Saturday, Jack, that he returned, came in as a substitute. Great to see. This was not an insignificant for Callum Montgomery. Great to see him back in the starting 11 as well.
Oh, it's incredible. And Montgomery has played a role in perhaps the biggest win of the year, and we've said that several times, that comeback win against Orange County. But then he sacrificed his body for this team. Drew some pretty crazy injuries, but has battled his way back. Got on the field last time out, is in the 11 here tonight. That is amazing, and he's been a real warhorse for this team.
And if you're interested in weird nuggets and statistics, Austin Guerrero and Elijah Martin, they now have the longest consecutive starting streak for San Diego Loyal. 6 consecutive matches for Guerrero in net, and Elijah Martin, who is another one of these unsung heroes. We at least talked about it post-match with Landon Donovan about that back line, and he did say, hey, it's going to take a lot of guys. It's going to take Facineri. It's going to take, we'll see Callum Montgomery a little later on tonight. We just can't put these 4 out there. Miguel Ibarra subbing in as well, given the injuries to Larraz and to Jack Metcalf, obviously. but a little bit of squad depth there, Jack, and a lot of unsung heroes too.
Oh man, I mean, how about Elijah Martin? His accuracy, I don't know how many times I can say it on the broadcast that it keeps getting better, because it does. His cross, his switch passes, his accuracy has been incredible. He chases down guys. He has been able to defend, and he's been more involved in the attacking roles recently too. Perhaps with Jack Metcalf's injury, they push him forward. Like, everything they've asked of Elijah Martin, he has done and he's improved in, and he's been wonderful.
Yep, and we said, so who assumes what role here? Is Colin Martin going to be the 6? Is he going to replace Charlie? Answer we got was a little, yeah, kind of, but in his own unique Colin Martin way. Alejandro Guido probably playing up a little bit more forward. He has started for the consecutive matches now. This has been a while for Alejandro Guido starting consecutive matches as well. It's great to see.
Yeah, absolutely, and he's played different positions too. So after being a hybrid 6 or 8 the last couple of times out, in the last match they put him up at the 10 again, and he excelled. He went after it. He was aggressive. He was fast. He played free and open in that number 10 role that he started the season in. That's why he wears the 10. That's why he's got that honor for Landon Donovan and Loyal. But they asked him to also make a sacrifice, play a position he'd done in Tijuana, play that role again. And so tonight maybe it's a little bit of hybrid between the two of those, a little more up, a little more back, but either way, he too has done what the team has asked, and that's been a great, great appearance for this club.
One of the great things about having these kind of options, sometimes you have to rotate out of necessity, and maybe Josh Yarrow could use some minutes off, use some minutes on the bench. Same thing goes for Charlie, as tirelessly as he seemingly plays. But the great thing about having these options, about having this kind of squad depth, Jack, is that think about what could happen in the second half. If you're chasing a goal, well, here comes Augustine Williams.
Right.
If you're protecting a lead, well, let's bring in Charlie Adams, or let's bring in Josh Yarrow. Like, I love having those options. You know, having some of those bullets left in your gun for a second half, depending on circumstance, it just, you know, it's something that every coach really desires to have.
And think about the lulls in this season. The lulls in this year, the early one and the one in the middle of the year, what was missing? Depth. We're missing that kind of depth in San Diego where you couldn't bring those weapons on, or you couldn't start them, and Land didn't have the options that he has right now. That's what contributed a little bit to those lulls. That now has changed again because of that depth that you just mentioned.
2022 SD Loyal ticket deposits, they are available now. You can make your $50 deposit today, get 2 complimentary tickets for any remaining 2020 regular season home match. You're also going to be one of the first to select your choice of seats for 2022. $50 deposit, fully refundable, go towards your purchase. Go to sdloyal.com/tickets for more information. Jack, I don't know if you care about this sort of stuff. The website 538, I know we talk about that in many different ways. Has SD Loyal right now 97% going to the postseason.
Okay, I like that. Now again, there's a lot on the line here. I don't want to count my chickens here before we go
did
to
that with the Padres.
Right.
Didn't
Okay,
work.
all right. So I don't want to do that. But more importantly too, San Diego's also chasing a home playoff match, a possibility of Torero Stadium and 6,000 fans packing Linda Vista to get a home playoff match. That is still a ton to play for, even if the percentages are there. I don't want to count anything beforehand, but it's also that second factor that they really want to go after.
Yeah, Oakland tonight is chasing. They're just below 20%. A win tonight, coupled perhaps with a Tacoma loss at home against Sacramento, and who knows, we'll keep you up to date on that and fill you in coming up on the post-match show. You know, we could be looking at a totally different table here in a little bit. We'll take our final time out for the night. Come back, it's time to pick the kick. Can't wait to see who everybody's riding with here tonight on a Wednesday night. We're live from El Cajon, the Press Box Sports Lounge. It's Matchday Live.
It starts off with a little seed, and with a little love from nature, it sprouts to life. And when delicious fresh fruits and veggies are perfect, they are rushed to the home of fresh. Sprouts, where goodness grows.
perfect pair of sunglasses for your every occasion? Hit up the Knockaround Custom Shop. With over 1 million possible combinations, why not get a pair for every you? 8 a.m. I need a coffee you. Clocking a few miles you. Game day you. Happy camper you. Fun in the sun you. On the slopes you. Dog days you. Happy hour you. Si se puede you. The Knockaround Custom Shop. You design them, we build them.
I'm not even sure what's happening here, and I know it's fast, but I'm in love with you. We're gonna be together forevs, and I'm gonna keep you looking good, boo. That's why I got you unlimited washes. That's right, we're gonna binge wash, babe. Commit to your car. What are you waiting for?
All right, welcome back. It is Matchday Live, our final segment coming up. Kickoff at the top of the hour on Your View ESPN Plus and in Espanol on Azteca America. He's Jack Cronin. Do not adjust your television. Jordan Caruth will be back with us Saturday night. Darren Smith here as well. We are in El Cajon at the Press Box Sports Lounge. 75-cent wings, everybody. That's all I got to say. Half-price bottles of wine as I see my wife making her way onto the premises. Perfect timing on that front. This Tacos for the Win promotion brought to you by Rubio's Coastal Grill. San Diego Loyal wins tonight's match. Fans are going to receive 1 free a la carte taco. Coupon code SD Loyal tomorrow online at rubios.com or in the Rubio's app tomorrow to get your free taco. Jack, you ready for Pick the Kick?
I am ready to go. I've been struggling all year here. I'm ready for redemption. Let's
All right, well, here are your standings. Pick the Kick, a reminder, a refresher for everybody who might be tuning in who said, I don't really get this game. You get 3 points if a player that you select scores a goal. You get that per goal. So if a player scores a brace here today, well, you'll be sitting pretty. That's 6 points. If it's a hat trick, it's 9 points. We've not seen a hat trick in SD Loyal history. We have, haven't we? Saw one last year.
Rubio Rubin.
Rubio Rubin.
That's
in
right.
fact, we have. I spoke too soon. We've seen some braces this year. Those are real game changers. But your standings, not sure what that says at the top with 27 points. Jordan Caruth, 23. Chavos at 20. Shannon McMillan, Hall of Famer, with 17. Jack Cronin, 15. And the locals with 13. Let's see the picks tonight. Jack, who are you riding with?
I'm going with Alejandro Guido. I love what I saw last time out from him, moving back further forward. He had been doing an amazing job rolling back as a 6. He was in the 10 role last time out. Not quite sure how the hybrid's going to work tonight for him, but I love the way he pressed and was aggressive last time out. I'm going with Guido.
Are you more playing for assists or goals in this one?
I'm playing for goals with Guido. Okay. Because again, he almost had 2 in the first few moments last time out. If he starts that way again here, I'm looking for big things.
As you can see, we've got the locals are going. Toomey is a very popular pick tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Chavos and locals. Toomey Moshabani, Jordan Caruth not here with us, of course, in spirit. Toomey Moshabani, Toomey times 2. Have you attempted that on the air?
No. Look, Pony has me beat on many fronts when it's got to that, so he's much better.
We see Shannon McMillan is going to go Augie Williams. Those are going to be points that will have to come off the bench.
That's right.
This is the challenge of the game. Alejandro Guido, and I'm going to go for the 3rd time in 4 matches. I'm going to go with Douglas Martinez Jr. I feel like at some point it's got to open up for him here a little bit. And I suppose I could just pick him until the end of the season or until he has to go back to Real Salt Lake. But at some point, I feel like he's got to get it going. We know he's a prolific goal scorer. Spent a little bit of a summer with the Honduran Olympic team in Tokyo. So I feel like at some point it's going to happen. How about tonight, Jack?
I think so. Look,
I know you're not pulling for that necessarily.
Well, no, I'm all
for the purposes of the game, but still.
In the game-wise, completely separate from what I'm watching here tonight for Loyal. You're right. The way he has played, something's coming for him. I feel an assist coming here tonight for him. I feel like the way his chemistry with the guys up top, especially Williams, but everybody else up top, I feel the chemistry building, and I'm feeling an assist here tonight for Douglas Martinez. All
right, it's a big one tonight. Before we go, Loyal fans, download the free UDA app, UDDA. Play the San Diego Loyal prediction game. A new game is available for each remaining Loyal match. You can win great prizes. You can find Loyal prediction game in the contest section at the bottom of the Yuta app. This is a fun app. I have played with this app a little bit. I've won a little bit with this app. It's a whole new world when it comes to sports and the idea of sports gambling. This isn't that. You don't have to risk anything, but you can have a lot of fun playing. We will be here post-game, so we're going to chow down on some 75-cent wings. I don't know, maybe we'll split a half-price bottle of wine.
I like that.
I don't know, Jack, do you like wine?
Oh, please.
Please. San Diego Loyal, hoping to continue its winning ways, winning 3 out of 4 on the road, away tonight at Oakland Roots. We'll see you on Matchday Live, the post-show. Enjoy the match. We'll see you, hopefully, following 3 points picked up by SD Loyal. Thanks for tuning in.